into a really compelling matchup that almost has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. Welcome to Ann Arbor, Michigan, and the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the second-ranked team, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes offense making their way on the field today. Now, the last time they played, it was Ohio State making the plays, Kirk, in the crucial moments. It was a painful, tight loss for Michigan.
Yeah, it was a game that kind of went back and forth until Ohio State, as you said, in those final few minutes, made the right plays to be able to win the game. And now we get a chance to see the next chapter between these two great rivals.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Dump off caught by the running back. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Keeping it on the ground here. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Run quickly. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Ball fielded near the 35. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So Michigan's offense comes out for their first possession today. Got a wide receiver here, Kirk, coming off a career performance last game. He was really unstoppable, bouncing around all week, looking to build on that and do even better this time.
Yeah, I think last week the thing that stood out when you looked at the film was he had a lot of one-on-one opportunities, and he made that defense really pay for it. Now it's a new week, new challenge. If I'm the defense coordinator, I don't need this guy alone coming off of the game that he had last week. Let's see how they defend him and how this offense can respond.
The receiver grabs it. Second down play coming up for this offense. Trying to find room. It's Marshall. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. And they'll kick it away here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. And they put something together in this drive. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
A solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Both teams settling in, looking to set set the tone in your Kirk in a game where there's a lot at stake for both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in a year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games around New Year's.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Well, I love how the quarterback takes his time on that ride to the back. I thought he might have to pull it out, but he hung on, gave it to the back, and it paid off for a nice gain.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Play action here on first down. Tight end makes the grab. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wideout. That is broken up and incomplete. Well, for many, this is the quintessential college football rivalry. It combines tradition, high intensity, and very often high stakes.
Yeah, Chris, I really think the rivalry has changed over the years. Guys in my era would tell you it was a game that was the most heated but the most respected because of the way you were recruited by both schools. There was the Woody, there was the Bo influence on the rivalry. But I think in the new social media era, I think it's more about hatred for the two schools. From both sides, it's just a different feel. We'll feel that today when these teams go at it.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Back to throw again. He escapes the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Diving. What a play by that receiver. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. The Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. And on the carry, he's heading left. Running with purpose. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
And a nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass. So instead of throwing it, he hands it off and it's a nice positive yards.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. So, Kirk, we reached the end of 1. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. And the quarterback keeps it here. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
Gain moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's hauled in way downfield. What a catch by the sophomore. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers. It's been fun to watch this young man today.
The shotgun handoff here. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Defense is coming after him. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. 4th down and 2 coming up. Let's try to keep the drive going.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now
he'll be brought down on 4th down, and the drive ends with a sack.
Now the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still's got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Off the play fake on first down. Contact as he threw it. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
Gonna run it. It's Marshall. First down, looking for more now. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects a team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. A short completion of the tight end. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last possession, they passed on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. Let's see how they play this one. Looking to throw it on first down. Checks this down to the running back.
Well, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in his game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the wideout goes in motion. He's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. The clock is still running up to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a fourth down now. Buckeyes will have to kick this away. No fair catch. He feels the punt. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Wolverines. The special teams produce a score. A special teams touchdown. Potential momentum-changing play in this game.
Well, that was just a thing of beauty to watch this return. The gunners were flying down. He's able to avoid them, picks up a couple blocks, and then you could see him gaining momentum and confidence as he was getting downfield, eventually all the way to the end zone.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete and brings up second down. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Oh, they trap him for a sack. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. A deep shot to the left side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge game slips through his hand.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. That's a rough series for the offense, and now he's on to punt it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Still going. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown!
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talking about putting up points before halftime, and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
They look to throw it here on second down. He makes the grab. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a
deep shot toward the end zone. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Receiver makes the catch. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Now the offense will spend a timeout here. Want to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
The Buckeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. They'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Across the 30. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
The Gain moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. On the run, he'll let it go. Nice grab. It's Joslin. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Boy, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history. It's good that they're leaning on it.
Second down play coming up. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
On third down, he drops to throw. Contact as he let the ball go. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the Wolverines will come to the line on fourth down, hoping to keep this drive going. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Joslin. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
Grab behind the line. It's Joslin. Touchdown, Michigan. They continue to roll up the score. They strike up the Michigan band again as the Wolverines, Kirk, are beginning to build a lead, pull away here.
I don't think the biggest Michigan fan in the country could have ever expected this kind of performance by the Wolverines. Everything that they have done has worked, and right now they have a nice, comfortable lead.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Pre-snap motion from the offense. To bootleg here. Catch made on the right side. And they'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defense pursuit forced him out. He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Catch made across the middle by the running back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. Buckeyes will line up to kick it away. On the kick now for the 5th time today. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. It's a quarterback keeper. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Tackle, but first down. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Receiver in motion now. The pass is incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, and here comes a late flag. Pass interference. Defense. On the offense, going to be bailed out by the pass interference call. That could be a crucial moment here in today's game. So the offense comes up now on first down thanks to that costly penalty. First down, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Ball handed off. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Pass caught. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
The offense will go for here on 4th down and 3. And here's the handoff. finally get him, but a big gain moves the ball to the 10. The Wolverines come up to the line in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab, a chance to score. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
35, Ohio State, 3.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now on the 25. And looking to throw now on 1st down. It's an out route, the catch made. Tackle after he makes the 1st down as the seconds tick away here in the 3rd quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
Nowhere to go, the ball not loose. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He
taking a shot deep down the right side. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
35. Ohio State, 10.
Return begins inside the 10. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance, and moved to a touchdown. Solid run. They'll bring him down to the 28-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
It's a bootleg looking to throw. On the move now. They'll try a pass here. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down. 1st down here for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Right, another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
grinding away on the ground. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The Wolverines have 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Just trying to get rid of it.
Well, this offense has had a great day today. The game is out of reach. I'd be curious to know why the starting quarterback's even still in the game and why is he throwing the football?
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Really solid 1st down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Here's the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here they come on 4th and long. Giving up that sack earlier has made this a huge challenge. Trying for a 4th down completion. And it's caught across the middle. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks. But he gets the ball out of his hands. And how about the job by this receiver to fight for that first?
Touchdown, Michigan, as they put 6 more on the board.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
And the point after is good.
Michigan 42, Ohio State.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. It's been a rough game for this offense. A consolation touchdown is all they're playing for at this point. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Do what we expected them to do, Kirk.